Welcome back, Geekers, to episode 19 of the Comic Guys podcast. We are your Jedi Masters, Angel and Kevin, coming to you straight out of the Multiverse of Geekness with a brand new episode for you. And this episode is going to be awesome because we're going to be talking all about what happened in this weekend with the Star Wars. But, Kevin, what is going up, Jedi Master? How was your
Bro, I'm
weekend?
so
How was
happy.
your week?
Bro, I'm so happy you're talking about like just calling me a Jedi. I feel honored. I feel honored, my
My
young,
Padawan.
right? Bro, I'm so excited. It was a great week. I really enjoyed it. Memorial Day was great, um, and really enjoyed it with fam, and it was nice, especially seeing everything that just dropped. Most of my time, again, I don't know, man. I don't know how these shows and movies do it, but they always get me. They always get me. Always got me watching.
What got you watching?
I hope, but
Everything that
oh,
just dropped.
everything, man. Oh,
Everything
I
that
I
just
couldn't even
dropped.
think of one thing, but I'm like, bro, Stranger Things, Obi-Wan, everything that's coming out.
With
There's so
Star
much to
Wars,
talk
bro,
about,
this
man.
whole
There's
weekend was
so
just
much.
totally insane for me, bro.
Yeah, but
First of
how was
all,
it?
before we get started, I just want to throw out there, for guys, geekers, prepare for your childhood to be ruined. As everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows, but one of the big things is that Disney is losing licensing to some of the characters in Disney. One of the characters that got that license got lost was Winnie the Pooh, and some guy decided to do a Winnie the Pooh horror film.
You're like, let's just put this right in the
Let's just
beginning.
put this in the beginning. Just get it out the way.
Man, I can't believe that happened. I can't.
Well,
Do you
it's
want to see it?
okay. So they lost the right to Winnie the Pooh, and now it's in the public domain. What the public domain means is kind of like characters like King Arthur, Merlin, characters like that are in the public domain that people like me and you that we love to create. We could actually create a comic book
About King
purely on Winnie the
Arthur.
Pooh because it's public
Yeah.
domain. We could use that. Um, so this guy decided. I don't know the name of the director. I'm sorry that I did not get it, but he decided to make a horror film of Winnie the Pooh. Not just Winnie the Pooh, Piglet. So it's him and Piglet. Christopher Robins. Christopher Robins. This is the premise of the movie. Christopher Robins abandoned them. They get hungry. They eat Eeyore. Okay. And they go on a murder rampage just because they're hungry. So they just want to eat people. So welcome to the new. I mean, I know, and I know a lot of people was like, "Oh my god, why they gonna do something like that?" Like, listen, you don't have to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it because I want to see it. But you don't have to watch it. It's not gonna ruin your childhood because we have gotten worse. Okay. I mean, I remember when my buddy came out and they came out with Chucky. That didn't ruin my childhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a doll that murders people. But I just needed to get that out of the way for those fans out there that are. It was a crazy thing for me. Hold on a second. So, guys, before we get started, make sure to leave a review, support our podcast, follow us on all our socials: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and make sure you guys go to Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a follow, support the community, let the multiverse of geekness grow, become, and join and become a geeker. Let's get started because I'm like too like I didn't even want to do that. I just wanted to straight jump into the news, bro. Because
Let's do it.
whew,
Let's get into it.
let's
Cue
go,
music.
go ahead. Tell us
Beep,
what do
beep,
we
beep,
have.
beep. Now. All right. Now in a galaxy. What?
Did you just do an R2D2 sound?
I did. I
Beep beep
went
boop
beep,
poppy boop
beep, beep, beep.
boop. Go ahead, bro. Let's
Now,
do it.
now in a galaxy not too far away, coming to you out of the Star Wars universe. Star Wars just had its Star Wars celebration last week. What a perfect way to end May better than to share things about Star Wars. Everyone loved everything that came out of it. Star Wars, they should literally just get the whole month of May dedicated to them
They should.
because
They should.
it's just great. But last weekend they had their celebration. A lot of shows and a lot of movies are coming to us. They got a stacked lineup for us, and we're having Star Wars for a few years, man. For a few years,
For a few
starting with
and
the
coming and going for what
yeah,
it
man.
seems
It's gonna
like.
be for a long time. For a long time, man. Like, well, starting with John Watts. He's gonna be the director of a Star Wars series. He was also the director of the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. And this new series that he's going to be directing is called Skeleton Crew. And guess who's starring in it?
Who?
Jude Law, the guy from Fantastic Beasts. He was also in Sherlock Holmes. Man, this is going to be great. What do
That's
you
gonna
think?
be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And you know what's the you know what's the craziest thing about this? That is coming out in 2023. That's right around the
That's
corner.
that is right around the corner. What
We're
is it about?
6 months
I didn't read
in.
up too much about it.
Well, the basis of the story so far, what I've heard is that so it's a couple of kids. So it's gonna be more kids based. It's gonna be a couple of kids that are lost in the galaxy, and I don't know if Jude Law is the bad guy or the good guy because they really didn't say. I think that he's gonna be the good guy. I don't know if he's gonna be like a scoundrel or a Jedi or whatever, like Han Solo or not no Jedi. I hope it's not. I'll tell you the truth. I hope it's not a like a Force user.
Well, is it Star Wars trying to go in the direction of the old republic? Do you think it'll touch on that?
Well, I think this one is around the same time as the Mandalorian.
Okay.
So I think they're trying to create a universe that's gonna collide at one point or another because Dave Favreau and I mean not John Favreau and Dave Filoni, the creators of the Mandalorian, they said that all these shows are gonna have different cameos, and at the same time, they are kind of putting everything together into a Star Wars universe. Even though Star Wars is already a universe because it's called Star Wars Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna go a different route from what we're used to. So, bro, is I'm actually excited to see something more than just like the original Star Wars. Starting off with the Mandalorian that broke the outer limits of what Star Wars it really is. So,
Mhm.
and dude, they have Jude Law. Like, come on, he's a great actor.
Amazing,
Like, he's
bro.
great as
Amazing.
Dumbledore. He was great at Mr. Watson and or Dr. Watson in Sherlock Holmes. Um, he's such a great
Yeah, man.
actor, and
Hmm.
bro, you coming
Yeah,
into
I love the.
a whole new universe that
Yeah, man. It's gonna be great having all these stars too in the Star Wars universe. What better way to continue telling the Star Wars story than characters like that we're getting, like Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian, Julo, whoever he's gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be a really good role for him. I can't wait until
and he's the
this
lead.
show, and and he's the lead.
He's the
Awesome,
lead.
dope,
So,
dope, dope.
and
Nice.
not only that, the director. So it's gonna be a child based show, and who best to direct a kind of a child
Yeah, then
show than John Watts that created
mhm.
Spider Man, and we all love the Spider Man trilogy.
The MCU Spider-Man trilogy.
The MCU Spider Man trilogy. And what great then he was dealing with like doing a movie about a kid to go into another universe and do something with kids also, and Jude Law. Hopefully, Jude Law is that good guy. Like I said, we don't know too much about it. We know some of the premises, but bro, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be something different,
Yeah,
and it is gonna collide into other series. So that
nice.
for
That's
what
gonna
was
be
said.
dope.
So
Man, if it's about a story about some lost kids in the galaxy, who knows who those kids are? Maybe they could be younglings. Like I have a feeling, even like not to jump too far ahead, But with Obi-Wan, I think that younglings might still be out there. We never know. We never know what Star Wars is going to do. But man, they're coming out with a lot of things. Again, they're also going to come out with Mandalorian season 3. That's going back in February 2023.
February, bro.
There
That's
were
only seven. What? Wait,
soon,
we in
man.
June.
So fucking
What? 7 months
yeah,
away?
man. Yeah, so soon. So soon. And there was an extended trailer for season 3 that was shown at the celebration. Lucky bastards.
Right?
But the yeah, right. Like, show me a trailer. But the trailer hasn't been released online yet. So we have to wait, man. Comic
Yeah, and
community
it's
has
and
to
it's
wait.
interesting because I heard some stuff about he's going back to a ruined Mandalore. That's gonna be freaking awesome.
That is gonna
Um,
be awesome.
and what else other characters are gonna come out there?
Yeah, and Grogu with the Mandalorian armor. Like
It's gonna be
it's
great to
gonna
see.
be
I wonder if Grogu is gonna like. Well, no, because it's directly right after Boba Fett, so he's not gonna be like a little bit more grown Grogu. Like I would love to see him grow up, but at the same time, it's like don't make him grow up too fast because we don't they're not gonna have a time skip. It's gonna be directly off Boba Fett when he leaves. When Grogu is like go faster, he's like wee. One of my favorite moments of
bro.
Boba Fett, bro.
Oh man, and it's really great how they're bringing back, again, Mandalorian. We all love Mandalorian, and also we're also gonna see some characters that we've seen in other shows, other movies, probably in this series. We've gotten to see a former a former clone soldier in Obi-Wan, which we'll talk about later.
Mm.
But we're gonna see a lot more coming from Star Wars, and especially Ahsoka was a character in Mandalorian that we saw. She's getting her own show. It's gonna star Rosario Dawson, who always known that was gonna be Ahsoka um,
Boss Logic.
uh, ever since Boss Logic made her into the character through his graphics. And bro, it's looking great. I saw pictures of her wearing the makeup, and they extended her tentacles
Oh,
to go
nice.
more down because they wanted it to be more accurate to like to what we seen in Clone Wars. And man, Star Wars is really listening to its fans.
Yeah, yeah, for real. And the best thing about it is, if you guys ever seen Rebels, I don't know if you ever seen Rebels.
I
I
am
like
planning to
Rebels.
see
I
Rebels.
actually saw the whole
I
animated series Rebels.
I gotta tell you that I have been watching Clone Wars. I've been watching. I'm going to plan on watching Rebels. All this Star Wars news that just came out got me so hyped. I dead ass just going to start binging on all this Star Wars stuff.
Well, in Rebels, there's a crew. They have is the ship is called the Ghost, and is the whole crew. Ezra, that is one of the main characters of the show, that he's a Force user. He comes out in the show at the end. I don't want to spoil it too much because you haven't seen it, but something happens at the end. And Ahsoka Tano actually comes out, an older Ahsoka Tano comes out in the show, not the whole show, but she comes out during the show. So she's older. Some great fighting scenes with her, and I don't want to ruin too much, but with Darth Vader, there's the animated show Rebels is actually really really good.
So we
But
might.
those
So we.
characters are actually coming to the live action.
So you're
So
telling me. You're telling me. Hold on. You're telling me that we might see all this come to life in this series, even maybe a Darth Vader versus Ahsoka in the
again,
Ahsoka show.
yes, well, Hayden,
Well,
Hayden,
Ahsoka was Anakin's Padawan.
yes, but Hayden, what's his name? Hayden, I hope I forget his
Hayden Christian Patinier or something like that.
no,
It's a long name, man. Just Hayden. Just
isn't
call him
it?
Hayden.
Okay, Hayden or Anakin. Um, well, the actor that plays Anakin, Hayden, he actually said that it's not, Obi-Wan is not going to be the last time you see Darth Vader. Him as Darth Vader. So that means that him being connected to Obi-Wan and also being connected to Ahsoka is actually give us a more open to have more of Darth Vader. That we don't know if that actually could lead into a Darth Vader um episode or show in the future. I mean, you don't know what they're planning because
Of him just terrorizing the galaxy.
oh my god, I'm watching it.
Oh
But
man.
oh man, so many Sabine Wren is coming. Bodakan, Bodakan, I think that's how you say her name. She's coming back.
Wow.
Ahsoka, I mean, and she did great. Ezra, and I believe that Ezra, you know the kid that acted in Aladdin,
Yeah.
the actor. I think he's the one that's coming back as Ezra. Well, not coming back. He's the one that's probably going to take Ezra. There was a big fan cast, and I think they did hire him. So, Ahsoka, and also it's coming in 2020. Like, dude, we talked about two shows in the last 10 minutes, and now the third show also coming in 2023. Like,
So many.
oh
We're
my
gonna be
god, Star
Star
Wars.
Wars. We're gonna have Star Wars for all of 2023, man. It's gonna be amazing. Taika Waititi, also another director that's gonna be in the Star Wars universe. We've been hyping him up, and he's also coming out with something in 2023 for Star Wars.
It is a movie. Usually a movie
Wow.
takes like years. That means that he's been working on this for a while. He's been keeping it a secret because it's coming out in 2023. I don't know if it's going to come out in the middle, end, or beginning. Well, not the beginning, but it could be coming out. I mean, I know people that we still have months to go for 2023, but
Hmm.
still, it's like 2023 is right around the corner.
Man,
And Taika, like, best directors. I mean, if you love Thor Ragnarok, if you ever seen Jojo Rabbit, with Thor Love and Thunder coming out, this guy is hyped. And
yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be great, man.
my
It's
God,
gonna be
what is this
great.
guy?
There's
And
so
it's gonna be
many.
and it's gonna be totally different. And I think it's gonna be more of the Old Republic stuff. My God, bro, what is this guy doing to
Star
us?
Wars, man. Star Wars, Taekwondo. What man? Disney has an amazing lineup of people that are taking over these, just taking over these characters that, man, Marvel, Star Wars, bro. What else are they gonna take over? It's just, it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing, and I'm so happy that we're getting all this, man.
Yes, I'm excited for the
Do you think?
for our next thing that I'm excited. What happened? Go ahead before we get into the next one. What
Do
happened?
you, do you think that they will try to use these shows and movies to kind of rewrite the Star Wars that had came out a few years ago? Probably
The
not. That's probably
prequels.
canon. That's yeah. Those no. Talking about the movie with Ray,
Oh, I mean
Finn,
the sequels. The sequels.
the sequels. I think those are
Um,
canonized. Those are still canon, and you know
listen,
that's it's not gonna be
people need to
decanonized.
stop, okay, with this whole hating on the last three movies. I actually like the last three movies. I think that whole story arc and seeing how everything ended. What else do you want? You can't have freaking Luke fight. He was old. So it
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
continue, and they had to continue. His legacy had to continue, and like people are like, oh, why did she take the last name? Because the respect of Luke Skywalker and Leia was represented by Rey at the end when she said, "What's your name?" Rey Skywalker. So she's representing and she's keeping on the bloodline. So she's gonna keep
think
on going.
think about this. Luke and Anakin. Well, at least Luke and Anakin. They're both. Are they both? They're both. No, they're not even Skywalkers.
Yeah, they are. Anakin Skywalker and then Luke Skywalker.
But wasn't Skywalker a name that was given to them? Wasn't
Um,
Skywalker? That's not their. Anakin doesn't know his father. Remember?
Nobody knows their father. He was conceived out of some. Okay, so one of the theories about how Anakin got conceived was the Emperor with she was so the mother was conceived by the force of the power of the force of the dark force or whatever kind of force, the life force. And that's kind of freaky how that was, she was conceived. She, because she wasn't even married, she was like one day like, oh shit, I'm 6 months pregnant, like what the fuck. And then boom, here comes Anakin, and boom, here comes Darth Vader, and then boom, here comes Luke and Leia. And it was, I mean, that the story of the Skywalkers, like, people need to let it go. The story of the
Yeah.
Skywalker ended with Rey,
Well,
ended with the last three
Anakin was
movies.
born. Anakin was born through the Force.
Anakin was born through the Force.
That's crazy when you
That
think
is
about it, man.
that is crazy.
That is crazy. And then he ends up being Darth Vader. And man, there's so much to talk about in this fucking episodes that we just watched. It's amazing. Let's keep
Yeah,
going with the news,
let's
man,
keep going.
because man,
Though I'm excited
we're
for this
gonna.
one. Um, since I'm the gaming nerd of both of us,
Well,
and
I
I know
played the
you
last
play, and,
one.
and I know you play this game. Did you play Fallen Order?
Hell yeah, that
Okay.
I'll always remember that
Well,
game.
we're getting a sequel, and it's coming in
Yes,
2023, and it's called Star
yes.
Wars Survivor. And we did get a teaser. Cal Cactus is back. I want to know who's in the tube.
A lot of
People are
theories out there.
saying that is the character from Star Wars Unleashed,
Hmm.
Star Killer,
Yeah,
that's coming back.
I don't know.
And
He's
you're
not
gonna be able to play two characters, so you could switch back from Cal Cactus to the other character. So,
to the bad guy,
boom. Not, I don't know, but that's the thing. We don't know if he's a bad guy or not.
bro.
He
This
could be
is
another Force user. Man, I'm telling you, this game, I
is
I
hold
played
on.
it. This game was awesome. Like the whole thing, this whole
Oh, the
storyline was
first one
awesome.
was amazing.
So
The
I can't
first
wait to
one
see
was
the,
amazing.
yeah.
The story was amazing. Playing it, the graphics, the story of Cal Cactus, I loved it. And what they're being told. Is it canonized though? Is it canon?
Well, we're about to find out because we heard. Well, you told me that Christopher Lloyd was hired for Mandalorian as Cal Cactus, as an older Cal Cactus. So, and if you look at the trailer, the Inquisitor that was there talking to Anakin, talking about, if you think you're a Jedi, are you ready? He's the same Inquisitor that came out in Obi-Wan. So it's kind of, everything connects into a whole thing. I don't know how far away, because supposedly, well, as if we played Falling Order Part One, and we know that it was right after Order 66, a couple years after Order 66, so because he escaped, and I believe it's a 10 year, is between a 10 year gap. So the 10 year
Hmm.
gap kind of shows us Obi-Wan year gap. So maybe they're trying to put everything together. Like, maybe it is not canon, but it looks like it could be. Like, we just got to find out to play the game and find out, in the future, and see what else is going to come out. Like, will it end
Yeah,
at a part that is going to lead into the series? Like I said, I think Cal Cactus, I think the video game, if you base it into a show, will be a great show, because the game
yeah.
was absolutely incredible. And they're coming out with
Hmm.
new graphics and new powers for him to use, and new fighting stances and everything. So I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for this game. I'm super excited for this game because I love Falling Order.
And that's coming out in
In
2023,
2023, man, we're gonna get
bro. It's gonna
packed.
with Star Wars, man. It's amazing. And also another and then back just going back to the shows and just characters that we love. Andor is gonna come back starring Diego Luna again, of course, amazing. He did amazing in Rogue One, and he's having his own series.
And I heard that the series, when it ends, is gonna lead into the movie Rebels. So that's gonna be
Wow.
interesting to see that character, and how
I like
it leads
that. I
into
like
that.
that. I like that Andor is kind of leading like this whole the rebel alliance kind of thing. Like you see, I think we're gonna kind of see more of how the rebel alliance was formed. You know, and
Yes.
I think this is what these stories are gonna be about.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see because that's kind of interesting to see how the rebels got formed because we could see some stuff that happened in Obi-Wan that leading into what the rebels are going to be, and I can't wait to actually see what else Obi-Wan, what else Andor is going to be leading. Like, I love it how everything is going to lead into, maybe it's going to be a movie like Infinity War, having all these characters come in, like, or would you like to see something like that? Or let me ask you a question. Would you
That's
like to see
interesting. Yeah.
all these leading to like a Infinity War kind of movie? Or
No,
would you like them
I
to just keep them as shows?
No, I think I think that's also treading on dangerous waters, and I think that the MCU is kind of experiencing that right now, where people are expecting everything to be connected.
Yeah, true.
With the MCU, which is not the MCU's fault because comics deserve to be told in whatever way they're going to be told, even if they're not connected or not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're great
Mm-hmm.
comic book stories, and I think Star Wars doesn't need everything to be connected in order for it to work.
Yeah, I
Star
love
Wars.
that. I love yeah.
Star Wars is still everything is connected in Star Wars through the Force. So if there is any connection, the Force will always be part of Star Wars. And not everybody will be a Jedi, but there's so many stories that you can tell. They have to quote the Star Wars Twitter recently. They have over 20 million sentient species in the galaxy, so
Yeah, bro,
they can do whatever
you
they
just
want.
went Jedi Master on us right now.
Yeah, and also too, man. Just to say something real quick, Star Wars fans, stop being toxic.
For
Don't be
real.
racist, please. The harassment that we've been seeing on Moses Ingram. This is the actress that plays Reva in Obi-Wan, third sister. Man, stop it. Just just don't. That's not right. You know, Star Wars has a whole bunch of species. Who knows what stories they're gonna tell? So that it could be anybody. Anybody. The thing about Star Wars is everybody feels connected to Star Wars because everybody can see themselves in Star Wars. You know why? Because it's a whole bunch of different kinds of beings, man. So
Yeah, yeah.
don't be out here
Like,
being racist.
yeah, stop that, bro. Stop being the toxic fan. It's especially being a geek and going into something like that you could see. Like, I hate when I see that in different, not just in the Star Wars fandom, but also in the comic book fandom and also in the anime fandom. Because I see a lot of TikTok, a lot of cosplayers that they're of color and they dress as Naruto or Sasuke, and people is like, oh, Naruto is not black. I was like, bro, stop. Like, that person is showing the love that he has for the same thing that you have, and why would you have to do that? The same thing with her. They even send some medicine to the little actress that's playing Leia.
Star Wars fans, the
Some
toxic
Star Wars
fans.
fans are so toxic sometimes that she didn't get a lot, but come on, bro. First of all, she's like a little girl. Like,
Wow, I
why
didn't
would
hear
you
about
try to
that, man.
destroy that in her future? Like, they did it with John Boyega. They did it with
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
yeah, they did it with the other actress. I forgot her name. I do apologize
th-
that I forget her name.
that played Ray.
No, the one that fell in love with John Boyega, the Asian girl.
Wow, yeah.
She got
Wow,
hated on it, and it's like,
bro,
I don't understand because Chewbacca is a freaking
bro,
hairy beast, and you had nothing wrong with Chewbacca. But if a different race of human comes out, it's a big deal. Like, we had Lando.
bro. Like,
We had Lando for
yeah,
years. Lando was one of the first.
George Lucas didn't create Star Wars for us to be racist. Star Wars, man, Star Wars is great. Don't ruin it. don't be racist,
Don't
and
be racist.
that's
Simple
it.
as that.
Don't be
Just like the
racist.
quote that you said before, and they said themselves. You know, Star Wars has millions of species. Don't be racist. Simple
Hmm.
as that. So
Yeah, that was good marketing on Star Wars Twitter.
yes, it was. Yes, it was. But let's
um,
keep on going because that will be like
yeah,
that
there's
will get me angry.
let's just go back to because Star Wars is a great universe. Let's keep talking about it. Star Wars Vision season 2 is coming out. We loved it. We loved Vision season 1. A lot of it was like kind of like an anthology kind of feel. And it was and it's gonna come out with the season 2, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I actually loved. One of the best episodes was the samurai one.
I
That's
have to
kind
go
of like
back
a
and
black
finish
and
up
white,
everything,
bro. You should
but that
watch
was
that
but
one.
that was my favorite episode I seen
Yeah,
that
that
one.
was one of my favorite episodes. The animation
Hmm.
out of it is, and they going back with some anime. So Vision's gonna be the anime version of Star Wars. It was awesome. I can't wait to actually see. And talking about animated, there, I'm telling you, man, Star Wars is just nuts right now. They're gonna come out with another show, animated show. It's called Tales of the Jedi, and it's about Ahsoka and a young Count Dooku when he was actually a Jedi. So the story is gonna break into two parts. Three, I think it's gonna be 6 episodes. 3 episodes of Ahsoka and 3 episodes of Count Dooku, and I guess they both
Wow,
kind of collide in a way. So
wow,
wow,
man.
continue. And then out of the Star Wars universe, because they did show it here. If anybody ever seen the movie Willow, it's on Disney Plus now. It's a really old movie, couple of years, not a couple of years, like probably almost a decade ago. They are coming out with a new show, a new series. It's called Willow, and it's pretty much a sequel of the movie. So if you guys never seen Willow, you guys should definitely check it out. It's such a great movie. The graphic, of course, is not. It's it's an old movie, so when you look at it, don't be like, oh my god, the graphics are so like, dude, relax. This is a decade ago. We didn't have CGI, but
Yeah,
it's directly a sequel of the movie. The baby princess has grown, and I can't wait to actually see because this was one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite movies when it first came out when I was a kid. So I can't wait to actually see what the continuing of this goes. So this is out of the Star Wars universe, but they did bring that over, for us to see. So it was awesome. I
yeah,
can't wait to actually see it.
nice, man. In other news, DC has revealed a new movie, Blue Beetle, with the guy from Karate Kid.
You can't say his name.
What's
His name is Yoda.
oh, Colo Mediana. I almost said marijuana. Um, but yeah, the kid from the kid,
He's from Cobra Kai, guys. Okay,
yeah, the kid from Cobra
Miguel.
Kai, Miguel, has been casted as Blue Beetle, and the suit looks great, and it's got a lot of people hyped.
It does, and you know that it was supposed to come on HBO Max, but they put in so much money in it that it's actually going to go to theaters. So
Wow,
DC is about to change. Like DC,
and I
hopefully
think
DC is gonna bring that love that I have for Marvel. Because I know you always say, "Damn, Angel, you hate DC live actions." Like I don't hate it. I just dissatisfied with it. And the way this freaking suit looks, I'm actually excited. Cause it's comic accurate like I ever seen DC go all out on comic accuracy. This is one of the ones that wow. Yeah, I can't
nice.
wait.
I can't wait either, man. And actually, DC their suits are pretty good. All their suits are pretty good.
True,
Live
true,
action,
true.
I
Yeah,
like them
Wonder
all.
Woman was very Shazam was very comic accurate.
Yeah, man.
Wonder Woman was.
And yeah, and one last thing I wanted to put on here because it's such big news. is Sony is planning to pull the plug on PS4.
Stop playing with my emotions, bro.
So I don't know if that is true or not, but
I heard it too.
it's according to the Daily Distraction.
Yeah, I heard it too that by the year 2025, they're gonna stop making PS4 games. And so whatever games you have for the PS4, that's the only one. Kind of like what they did with the PS3 when years after. But first of all, like y'all need to stop because not. First of all, you guys made like what 100 PS5s and 100 people got a PS5. Nobody else. It's hard to find. Like, how are you gonna pull the plug on the PS4 when you don't even make enough PS5 for everybody in the world? Like, I don't got. You got lucky that your girl found it and bought it in time. Not all of us are lucky enough to get it yet. I mean, I want it, because Spider. I only want it because of Spider Man Wolverine. Like, I can tell you the truth. That's the only two games that actually that I want to get. But man,
Well,
that's
that's
gonna
why I
suck.
went to PS5, man, is just for Spider. Well, PlayStation. I used to do Xbox, and then I went back to PlayStation just because I wanted to play Spider Man so bad. But man, that's a bad news, man. I'm sorry that again. Sorry, PlayStation non PlayStation 5 users.
You're gonna start
Um,
crying, bro.